Here's my entry for Low Buck Preppers 1500 plus sub contest. You had a question on there about budgeting your preps. Well, there's a couple little preps I have here. They might look like just generic junk to most people, but they are preps. What it is this knife sharpener. I've showed this so much, it sounds like a broken record. Well, here comes the chickens because they think I'm going to feed them something, but they come down here, all they're going to get is a knife to eat. Anyway, this knife sharpener right here has saved me a ton of money. And what I've done is I've gone through and go to garage sales and thrift stores, stuff like this, and pick up these knives. This is an old high carbon Forgecraft knife that I refinished. It's not done yet, but took off all the scale and rust, and the thing is just razor sharp. Pretty expensive knife, and found a way to budget some extra bucks for that. Just cost me $1, I believe. I bought that a while back. Same thing here, Chicago cutlery or something, same thing, one of those old school knives, but really high carbon. You can tell by the look of these blades, and these things hold an edge. They do get rusty, so you got to just take care of them more than you would a normal knife, but they're amazingly sharp. And so instead of going out and spending money on new stuff, I hit my garage sales and friends and buddies and see what they can find. Here's an old knife right here, a fillet knife. The only reason why I got this one out is because the edge is so damaged from sharpening it so much. It's hard to see, but this thing here I've had for probably since 91, 92, and man, it's really done great. And my pocket knife I carry, the belt clip broke off. It's a piece of junk, old Smith & Wesson. This thing here is like a Damascus looking blade, sharp as heck, beautiful, great knife. I don't spend money on things I don't need. And that's how I prep on my budget. If I can find it at a garage sale, if I can find it used on clearance or really cheap, I pick it up. And what I've learned on the preps is food is a really important thing, because once there's a shortage or a lack of it, then you're really going to be hurting. But other than that, anything else you can get, just go to thrift stores, dude. I know you do anyway. I know most of us preps do. Go to garage sales like East Coast Prepper does. Go around and find out, find the cheap junk or cheap items that are still really good. Put in a little bit of work and turn them into good, usable items. And on your prepping budget, everything we spend is on food. I'll show you one more thing here I'm doing for my preps. Everything else we do is just food, because everything else we picked up along the way. We don't need the nice toys. Here's chicken coop building right now. The roof looks all warped because we have tiles and stuff to put on it. This is a nesting box. It's on the side of the chicken coop. We have siding for it. It's nowhere close to being done, but here's the shape and the design. Chickens like it. And here's another thing too, Craigslist, free lumber. Got just about all this lumber from Craigslist for free. So talking about prepping your budgets, all we had to supply is the gas to drive to the next city to pick this up. And talk about free stuff on Craigslist, check this out. This is just some of the lumber we have from the Craigslist ads to cover windows. We don't have storms, like people do in the South, but 1-inch thick sheets of plywood, 2x4s, 2x6s, treated lumber, 4x4 posts, all this stuff, just plywood sheets after plywood sheets, all of free wood picked up from Craigslist. So talking about prepping on a budget like we all do, hit your garage sales, hit your estate sales, go to your free section of your Craigslist. That's how we prep. We make sure we have gas money in the tank to go and pick up whatever we need that may be free and may be posted for the day. And everything else is just spent on food. So there you go. That's my suggestion to you. Don't sweat the dollar amount. As long as you got a tank full of gas, just put in the time and effort to be resourceful and go out there and find those deals. Craigslist, you always find something for free. And estate sales, things like that, you can always find awesome deals and Maybe you won't have the nicest, coolest tools or toys, but I got a pocket knife right there that's broken several times, and I fixed it, and that thing runs like a champ. And all these other knives are useful because this awesome knife sharpener I got. So anyway, what I do is I don't prep money for specific. I don't put aside budget money. I just make sure I got a tank full of gas and make sure I keep buying food that I can prep. And that's about it. That's the best thing you can do. Go out there and find those deals. Alright, thanks, brother. Low Buck Prepper, you got an awesome channel. I really appreciate the chance to enter your contest.